And what a year for the Bethany women in basketball. 24-4 in the UMAC, 14-2. NCAA, the win over Bethel, 62-58. Tough loss to Oshkosh, 67-60. And we haven't even gotten to the UMAC Player of the Week honors 4 times, Division III Player of the Week twice, first team all-region. Hanna, with all that's going on right now, what a special, special season.
Yeah, it was a really good year. We really we set a lot of goals early in the year, and I think we definitely reached some of those.
You know, I was reading on Facebook, Matt Fletcher, and it's amazing. Even Lyle Jones to a certain extent, social media with basketball. But Matt was talking about the guys, how close that team was and how they grew as a team. And obviously to have any kind of success, you have to like each other and play together.
Yeah, definitely. This year we really got along super well. It was probably it's been my favorite year of basketball so far. We've all just, we're all just best friends, and we get along so well. And it sounds kind of hypocritical, but we got along so well, and that's definitely what led to our success.
The win over Bethel, it did not shock me at all after the Bethany guys beat St. John's, and then last year Northwestern guys beat St. John's. So a UMAC team beating an MIAC team, although maybe some people will be surprised. But tell me about that night and how special and what went right at Bethel.
Yeah, when we were watching the selection show and we got picked to play Bethel, we were all super excited because we've played MIAC teams before, and every MIAC team we played this year we actually beat. So we knew, obviously they were going to be better than the other MIAC teams that we had played, but going into it, we just knew that if we had to beat their press, and if we took care of the ball and beat their press, then we were set, and that's what we did. And a lot of people stepped up during that game. I ended up fouling out kind of early, but then we had some, Emily Gustin really stepped up that game, and Natasha Young. A lot of people really just came to play, and it showed, and it was great.
And Oshkosh, I was watching part of that game online. You let them off the hook, but they came back. But I thought you were going to win that game too.
I think we all thought we were going to win that game. Honestly, I thought we had it, but you can never settle like that. So just gotta work your hardest, I guess, till the end of the game.
Now you're only a junior, so I have to watch how I phrase this question. But it seems like, and I might be 100% wrong, but whether you're a big person, a big guy in basketball, or a bigger girl, do referees call more fouls on big people?
I think so. Maybe sometimes, but I don't know. Sometimes I think, yeah, I do, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter too much because I usually match up pretty well in the post with another bigger player. So I don't know, I guess.
You averaged 21 points a game, nearly 11 rebounds a game. Abby Olson had a fantastic year, but you look right down your team. Everyone chipped in. Everyone did something.
Yeah, it took everybody on our team, and we emphasize that every day. It took all 20 of us to get to where we got, and because you can't just have five players on the floor. You need to have your whole bench going, and everybody has to have the same mentality. And going into that Bethel game, we all knew that we could win, and I think that's what did it, is because we all had the mindset that we can do this, and we pushed till the very last second. So,
Hanna Geistfeld is with us from Bethany. You're in Truman. You went to, and every time I say it, we got to get Martin County East. East Chain, Grenada Huntley, Truman, Martin Luther, or Truman, Martin Luther. That's a lot of towns.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me about Truman and growing up in Truman and going to school. Martin Luther. Now, did you play for Martin Luther? No, it was East Chain, Grenada Huntley.
Well, I went to Martin Luther, and it was just Martin Luther until my senior years when we finally combined because we just did not have enough people. So I went to a private Lutheran grade school up until 8th grade, and then I went to Martin Luther High School. And then, so we were on our own for my freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then my senior year is when we finally combined.
We'll talk about coaches because then for your senior year, Hanna, you would have had Rick Utek.
Yes.
That's a good time for a break. We're going to take a break. Hanna Geistfeld is with us. We're going to talk about memories. We'll talk about what's going on now in the world, and we'll take a break. And you're listening to the Bethany Coaches Show here on KTOE. We are back with Hanna Geistfeld as we recap Bethany women's basketball, and she's in Truman. Can you believe what's happened from early March to losing the NCAA basketball tournaments, the men and the women, and learning all about coronavirus and everything shut down, churches shut down, everything is sort of shut down. It's amazing what can happen in just a few days.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I just remember last Wednesday, so a week from yesterday, I was at the state tournament just watching some games, and that's when it kind of started to progress more and things started to get canceled. And it's just really crazy to me. It's really hard to believe that, like, the NCAA tournaments got canceled and, like, all these sporting events and NBA, and it's just crazy.
So what are you up to now on your break?
I haven't really been doing a whole lot and pretty much been babysitting my niece a lot, which is great. But other than that, not a whole lot.
My daughter does a lot of babysitting. I know it's for your niece and his family and a discount rate. But if I asked you, Hanna, what do you think the average price for babysitting one child? What do you think the answer might be? Close to it.
I don't know, maybe like $10 an hour.
Yeah. Well, maybe in Truman, because you people are very nice. $17 an hour for babysitting. So if you babysit, $17.
Wow. That's crazy.
Future plans? Now, you're a junior. You'll be back at Bethany once school resumes?
Yep.
Like classes, do you know what your major, your minor, what you might want to do?
Yeah, my major is elementary education. So I want to be a teacher. So
you'd be a grade school teacher for East Chain Grenada Huntley.
Maybe, yeah.
Tell me about your coach, Rick Utek. And you were mentioning state tournaments. I'm not sure how many teams he got up there for. It was one or two or maybe more. But I've been down to East Chain to broadcast some games. But tell me about Rick Utek.
Yeah, he was definitely a great coach. He was very experienced, so he just knew a lot about basketball, and I think that really made a big difference when we all came together, because I was playing with girls I've never played any sport with in my life before, and some had played like volleyball together and stuff, but I never played volleyball until my senior year. But so I think it was challenging for all of us to come together, and we knew like it was our last year, so we wanted to be the best that we can. And I think he played a huge role in just getting us together with like team bonding and things and stuff like that.
Now, you went to state as a senior, right?
Yes.
How'd you do?
We lost the first round, and then we lost to Goodhue the first round. Then we played Red Lake, and we won. And then we lost to Southwest Minnesota Christian the third game.
So it was Hanna Geisfeld and Rachel Shumsky, right?
No, she graduated the year before that. So it was me, Kenley Pietleski, and then Hannah Johansson, Alexis Vermond, and Macy Quinn. That was the starters.
Okay. Boy, I guess you had a team down there.
Yeah, we did.
So did I ask you this question before? Okay, so you had Rick Utek as your senior year. Lyle Jones. Are they complete opposites or pretty similar kind of coaches?
It's kind of a tough question. I mean, they both know a ton about basketball, and they, like, when they're coaching, they live for basketball. That's all they do. I mean, probably in the summer too. I know that Coach Jones is probably watching. He's probably seen all of our games now that he's been staying at home these last couple of days. But I think they both really love the game, but they also both are kind of different in their coaching styles, I would say.
And watching Lyle, they don't holler very much, do they? Like Rick Utek when he coached, or Lyle, were they quiet or they're more loud than you thought?
So wait, who doesn't yell very much?
Who yells more?
Coach Jones. For sure.
So Rick is sort of a silent coach, or he can make his voice known?
He's not silent. Like, I remember him yelling at me a lot in high school too, but I would definitely say Coach Jones yells a little bit more.
Hanna, you're such a good player, but one coach was telling me some players you got TLC. You need TLC. Some coaches you can get on players more than other players. Every player is different, aren't they?
Yes, they are for sure.
What kind of so obviously you can take it if they yell at you, like out here at the station. If they say something in a high pitched voice of the bear, I listen, but you want to get things done right, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, I think if you ask Coach Jones and Coach Emma on my team, I'm definitely one of the people that they know that they can yell at, and there's a few on our team that they definitely yell at more than others, and they know who that is. But there's other players too that that's not how they're coached. They take it a different way, and that's okay too.
So much success at Bethany. Lyle Jones, the head coach, and then you mentioned Emma. Emma Perfierst, assistant coach, came over, I think, from River Falls, but a big addition. She's been here a couple years?
Yeah, this is her second year, I think. Yeah.
What has she added? What does she take care of?
Well, when she came in, now she does all the stuff at the post, so I'm with her like all the time, in practice and stuff when we split up. So, I don't know. She's been a great addition to our team. She brings a lot of like positive energy that like we need, and she's like super smart. She knows a lot about basketball too, and yeah, she's been great for our team.
You scored 37 points against Northland this year, a school record. Tell me about that game. Was that up there or down here?
Yeah, it was up there. They didn't match up super well with me in the post, so like my teammates knew if I was open to get me the ball, and at that point it's my job to finish, and if I'm finishing, they're probably going to keep giving me the ball, and if I'm not, then it's my job to kick it out and let them score. And I guess we were just playing to our strengths and the other team's weaknesses.
Now, we did your game on KTOE with St. Scholastica. We did the Bethany doubleheader. Now, refresh my memory. I thought I said during the broadcast, because you had a very good game, you could score 50 points that day. They had like more guards, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I have to go back and check how many points you had, because you had 30-some, I thought. But anyway. But final thoughts. Thank you again with us, Hanna Geisfeld, Jr. from Truman, and went to Martin Luther High School, and then East Chain, Grenada Huntley. But, you look back on the year, 24-4 in the NCAA, and it's just so much good stuff. And then, like, State Girls Basketball Tournament gets underway, and then, bang, kibosh on everything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's super crazy, everything that's happened so fast. But I guess just reflecting on our season this year, we set a lot of new records for the school for like wins in a season, I think, and wins in a row, like whatever. But we definitely have a lot of goals for next year too, and I'm looking forward to that.
Did a lot of seniors on this year's team, or not that many?
We had two. Okay. Kenley and Pete Lesky, and then Emily Scrine both graduated, which we're definitely going to miss them both because they were huge assets to our team. But, I mean, that happens to every team, so we just have to adapt and get ready for next year.
Final thoughts. Thank you for the time. And, yeah, some goofy questions about coaches, but don't worry. The thing is, Lyle and Rick are two of the most successful coaches anywhere. Now, Rick stepped down after, he must have coached, 30-some years?
Yeah, he coached for a long time. I don't know exactly how many years.